Well, everybody, the Houston Texans have just, had their first interview. They interviewed Jim Caldwell, who was with the Ravens, who was with the Colts, who was with the Lions. We're going to discuss it next. Let's cue the intro.
It's the city of the dream team. Hakeem, Two-Ring, Beyonce, yeah, me. And I remember hot summer, hot winter. I couldn't fight, so the block.
So, like I said, guys, the Houston Texans have interviewed former head coach Jim Caldwell, who was on the Baltimore Ravens staff when he won a Super Bowl, who was Tony Dungy's successor, in Indy, where he goes to a Super Bowl. He goes 14-2. They lose they lose that season. Next year they go, I believe it's 10-6. And then next year Peyton Manning gets injured, and then they go 1-7. He was fired. He then goes to Baltimore, where he's on the coaching staff there. He becomes the offensive coordinator, I believe, when they win the Super Bowl. And then he gets the head coaching gig at the Lions job, where he has, kind of a respectable season. I'm gonna say here. His first season he was 11-5. The 2015, his next season he went 1-7. They didn't have a really good. They finished 79, so they go 11-5, 7-9, and then a year later they go 9-7. And they just weren't happy with it. But he's shown that he could be a winning coach. He definitely has experience. He's worked with Peyton Manning, Joe Flacco, Matthew Stafford. Take that with what you will. Maybe those teams are already built in place. But I love the fact that they are bringing in guys who are successful, guys who have been to the big stages and have won, guys who have worked with great quarterbacks like Jim Caldwell has. Like I said, Peyton Manning, one of the best of all time. Matthew Stafford, somebody who I think is a very good quarterback, should be in the Hall of Fame conversation, but probably never will because he doesn't have a ring or any playoff success whatsoever. And then he's worked with the Baltimore Ravens, Joe Flacco, in his crazy run when he was offense coordinator. So he's been around good quarterbacks. He's been around good talent. Can he bring that talent to the Houston Texans? I don't know, but this definitely screams a Rooney Rule. And if you guys who don't know who it is, I think I might be misinterpreted it wrong, but I think teams are encouraged to hire, minority head coaches. Whether it's black, Mexican, Indian, just all races. I think they're encouraged, or they have to do that. And also keep in mind that these are just the people that are available. Jim Caldwell is, he doesn't have a job right now, so he's available. They interviewed Louis Riddick, and he himself, he's on TV, so there's no tampering charges. So you're going to see a lot of names that are going to be thrown around for interviews, and that's just because that's who we can. And I love that the Houston Texans are doing that. I love the fact that they are getting a good vibe, a good view of what any candidate really wants to bring to this Houston Texans team. And I really like that, because this is probably one of the most important hires ever in franchise history. And now, and you need to interview anybody. I don't really care who it is. If they were on a winning team, if they are, if they want to be the head coach, you're going to have to take your chances on them. Interview people. Interview as much people as you want, because you could do that because you're the Houston Texans. And like I said, I think this job is very attractable. You have Deshaun Watson. How can you not love, how can a potential head coaching candidate not salivate at the fact that they're going to have a Deshaun Watson who can be an MVP and can take them to the new heights? Jim Caldwell has showed that he could that he could win seasons. It wasn't just because of Peyton Manning, because he did it with Matthew Stafford. And we all know that ever since Jim Caldwell got fired, that team has been downhill. Then I think he did get a chance in the XFL. But as far as that, Jim Caldwell got interviewed for the Houston Texans head coach position. Like I said, this screams the Rooney Rule. I like it though. I do. I think that's a damn good first choice. Let me know what you guys think, guys. Was it right for the Houston Texans to hire Jim Caldwell, or should they not even try? Just let me know in the comments, guys. As always, go Texans. Y'all have a blessed day.